everybody. Welcome back to Eleutheria, where we talk about liberty. And today I'm talking about our children's liberties, keeping them safe in a libertous manner. So let me just greet the audience. Hello, Misha. Hello, Gentle Inflatables. And hello, Count von Totenkopf. Thanks again for streaming with me yesterday. We had an awesome conversation. And yeah, I'm not as prepared for today's stream as I would like to be. So I just want to search for some things. Otherwise, so long in the comments, let me know how everybody is. Are you all just let me know how you're doing. Are you good? Are you bad? Are you somewhere in between? Hey, it's Friday, which means it's nearly weekend, which means I get to hold my grandnephew tomorrow. Yeah. So I think you guys might know that I've collaborated with Joe and Yanni a few times on kids and the internet, kids and tech, kids and the social dilemma, the effects of social media on children, blah, 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 blah. One of the things we don't, I didn't dive deep into in any of those collaborations is how exactly we handle keeping our kids safe on the internet. And then I also recorded a collaboration with the Drunk Questioner this week, which is going to come out, I think, on the 21st of October. I shall let you guys know. Obviously, I'll punt the video closer to the time. And we are most likely going to then do a live stream here on this channel to discuss any questions or concerns or complaints or anything that parents might have after, and children, after watching our video. So he brought to my attention an application that I hadn't heard of. If I have to pay over the odds for an application to help keep my kids safe, I would rather just be a better parent. And this specific application, I think, costs $9 a month. And yeah, my mind boggles the level of monitoring that parents think they need to do on their children's interactions with their friends. To the point that parents have been lambasting their children for comments that they've made on social media and stuff. Like, really, come on. The whole point in raising a human being is that the human being has its own thoughts and opinions and worldview, honestly. Hello, Joe. Thank you. I just got out the shower. My hair's frizzy, but yeah, you know, maybe I need to change which Tresemme I'm buying. Misha, I don't know where you are, but yeah, it's not raining by me yet, thankfully. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be able to have this stream. But we do need some rain. We had some decent rain on Monday, but now I know I need to sort out my microphone situation that you don't hear that as loudly. Jeez, I went to go check on the stream I did with Germ, and I got flippin'. My eardrums nearly burst with the way how loud my vape was. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize it was so loud. So I'm going to try to do it like this. Joe, I haven't got the new camera yet. But I think you knew that already. But anyway, whoop, whoop. What was I going to say? Siv brain today, guys. Like severe siv brain. Hello, Paul, and bye-bye. Okay. Old dear one. Stay safe. And I don't mean old in a derogatory sense, like you're an old man. I mean, like you are dear in my heart. And you've been there for a long time. So it's old. I'm just going to stop digging this hole. I really am just going to stop digging this hole. Okay. Yeah, Uncle Paul, everybody misses you, just so you know. They keep asking in the comments if you're okay, and I've let them know that you're really, really busy. But you're going to the Free State. Okay. I understand that. Yeah. People have been asking after you, they've missed you. So they're happy to see you in the comments, just letting you know. Right. So Sebastiano, the drug questioner, who, if you haven't subscribed to him already, I'm just going to straight up beg you to subscribe to him now, because we have done a collab and it's coming out on the 21st of October, all things permitting. So then you can watch that, and then we'll be doing a live stream about a week after that for any parents or children that have any questions or rebuttals about the video that we recorded. And yeah, I had no idea that this level of surveillance was possible, to the point where on previous videos that he's done reviewing the app or reacting to the app, kids have commented and said, you know, like, this app is actually giving me more anxiety because I'm scared I'm going to say something online or in a chat to a friend or whatever that's going to like make my mom punish me or something. And yeah, I just, like, my heart broke for a lot of those kids in the comments that were saying that, you know, they really hate the fact that this app is installed on their phone. They say that they I'll actually just get the exact video so that you guys can go and watch it after and then the comments. they do a the stuff that people say their parents can see and monitor on their phone, it's like quite frightening. Yeah, we watched porn together and then critiqued it. Lego porn. No, we spoke about the Bark app and why I don't use it, and why I hadn't even heard of it, even though, you know, I'm like the prime target audience that this app is aimed at, because I have children in the age ranges that it's aimed at, and why they need to be kept safe by using this monitoring app. So I haven't really done much research into the app. Watching Sebastiano's reaction to it and reading the comments from the kids was enough for my liking. I don't think that it's anything I need to install on my kids' devices, and I will get to why I feel like it's not anything that needs to be put on my kids' devices a little bit later. But let me share my screen, and we're going to go to the Bark website, and we're going to see exactly what this is about and what it claims and everything else. So let's have a look at that. Oh damn, did I freeze? Oh dear. I hope it was incredibly flattering. Okay. So we're going to share this Chrome tab. We're going to share audio because I do believe there is a video. And share. Okay, let me just go back to StreamYard and make sure it's on full screen, because I want you guys to get the best experience of this. Okay, so this is their claim. 5.2 million children protected, 16 school shootings prevented, 70,000 severe self-harm situations detected. Okay. The smart way to keep kids safe online. Bark's affordable, award-winning dashboard proactively monitors text messages, YouTube, emails, and 30 different social networks for potential safety concerns, so busy parents can save time and gain peace of mind. I'm just going to jump right in here and say, if you're too busy to be physically present in your child's life to know if they are going through something that they might need intervention for, you are failing as a parent, and no app is going to protect your child from that. Right, let's go back. Okay. Most coverage of any monitoring tool. We'll go back up and see if we can watch that video just now. Okay, so gosh, I just got an SMS that COVID antibody tests are available. So thrilled about that. Okay, so these are the apps that it'll monitor. Why does it need access to Google Drive? This is concerning. Dropbox. What is this? TikTok, Discord, Facebook, Twitter. If your kids are on Twitter, you're failing as a parent. Instagram. Okay, well, Android is an operating system. It's not an app. 24/7 detection, parental alerts. apparently you can set up like filters and like totally customize it and stuff like that. So like if you don't want your kids swearing, then you can set that up or whatever. So it can monitor 30 plus platforms to monitor text messages, get automatic alerts via email, text when Bark's algorithms to detect potential risks, so you don't have to comb through every post and text. Our expert recommendations make it easy for parents to talk to kids about digital dangers and other sensitive online issues. Geez, I just deal with them as they come up. My kids come to me. Decide not only when your kids can access the internet on their devices, but also what sites they can visit. Okay, I can do that just with our firewall that's like built into our free Wi-Fi router that came with our internet. Like, I don't need Bark to tell me that. Okay, let's watch the video, shall we? Right. Are you ready for some cringe? Can you guys hear the video?
When kids get their first phone.
Just before I continue, can you hear the video? Before I go back to play it again, just let me know in the comments. And StreamYard is slow. Okay, you can hear. I switched to YouTube and I got the comment quicker. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to read a tiny bit and then we can play. All right.
When kids get their first phone, they're getting the keys to a larger world. But technology comes with risks, and the internet can be a minefield of potential issues like cyberbullying or online predators. So how do you keep your children safe? Grab their phone randomly and read all their texts? Spend hours every week trying to keep up with their online activities? Do nothing and hope for the best? Bark can help. Bark is an award-winning service that analyzes your child's text messages, emails, and social media and sends alerts when potentially problematic issues arise. We'll also include recommended actions to help you handle the situation effectively. Here's how it works. Bark uses advanced technology that keeps up with the evolution of language and recognizes possible dangers. What kind of dangers? Well, anything from bullying, violence, and adult content to depression, self-harm, and suicidal ideation. Often, the only signs of trouble are hidden deep within a tween or teen's phone. The majority of the time, parents aren't even aware there's an issue until Bark sends them a notification. Think of it this way. When you get your kid a bike, you also give them a helmet. When you give your kid a phone, make sure they have Bark. Nothing can substitute thoughtful parenting or replace ongoing conversations about digital safety. But Bark helps parents and kids work together, build trust, and even strengthen relationships. Get started with Bark, an essential tool for parenting in a digital age.
I'm just going to say it like it is. I'm calling bullshit. I'm glad that at the end of the advert they do acknowledge that nothing can replace parental contact. But honestly, I feel that that is the ultimate in how you can monitor your children's behavior. So after I recorded with Drunk Questioner, Joe says he wants it. He wants it. Whose phone are you going to monitor, Joe? Your wife's? Don't you trust her? Yes, I know you're joking. I'm glad. You know, this is why I was really hoping I'd have a bigger audience, because I know that you guys agree with me, because I know like I know Joe's not a parent. I know you're not a parent, but you have good ideas and good concepts and good morals on how you would raise a child if you ever have one. Gentle is very much aligned with my style of parenting. So, and it's not you're not the people I'm trying to reach out to say like this type of monitoring is not okay. And I know that when I did the stream with Joe, I caught shit from Joking Atheist because he challenged me on whether I would take my child's phone from them and check it if I knew that they were up to no good. And if I know in my parenting gut that my child is up to no good, like let's say they're scheming to go out clubbing, like say they're 16, they're not old enough legally to go into a nightclub, okay? But we all did it. We all like snuck out and got up to mischief and stuff like that. So if I had a gut feeling that my child was scheming to do this, I have every right to check their phone, to physically take their phone from them and check if that's what they were planning. And yeah, that's what I believe in, is when you take your parental gut instinct and you say, they're up to something's going on with them, they seem a bit down, let me see if they're feeling like a little bit suicidal or like they want to hurt themselves or whatever. And then like physically check their phone with your eyes. It's not that difficult. It's not like the advert says that it takes like so long to check all their messages and stuff like that. You know your child. You're going to know who they're going to be talking to about stuff like this. And if you see some stranger's name come up in amongst the messages, that's going to set off alarm bells for you. And you're going to check that message before you check any of the other ones, like their closest friend or anything like that. I really do think that eyes on phones is the best way to monitor our children. And after I did the recording with Sebastiano, I decided to ask my 13-year-old how she would feel if I had put something like this on her phone. And if you could have seen how my child just about went into an anxiety attack, it was unbelievable. Like she thought she'd done something wrong. She thought that all of a sudden I don't trust her, that I'd already put it on her phone and that I knew everything that she was doing. And yeah, it like, and you know what? Children have a right to privacy. They have a right to be their own person and figure out who they are in this world. And they do that via interactions. And let's face it, the last few months, they haven't had interactions with other human beings in real life. So, it's been happening on the phone. And she has a right to that privacy. So anyway, I did ask her if she would like, and I had done a poll on Twitter asking if it would be a good idea to do a live stream with her. And it was close, but it came out bad idea. Not that that would have changed my mind. I gave her the option and she opted out, which is why I'm not having this conversation with her here. I would not have shown her face on camera. You guys know that I have a strict policy on that. We had a plan that she can sit behind on the other side of this desk behind where the camera is, and we would share the lapel microphone. Or put it in the middle, and hopefully it would have picked up both of our voices adequately. But she decided that she didn't want to do it with me, and that's fine. That's her exercising her free agency. It's cool. She's probably also like a little bit, I'm not going to let my mom capitalize on my feelings. And yeah, again, totally okay with that. I agree, we probably need to monitor Joe. A good parent will pick up the depression, pick up the bullying from being around your child nonstop. You don't need an app. Absolutely. We all did that, snuck out to go to a party. However, times were different. This is true. This is very, very true. The world is not like it was 10 to 20 years ago. Parents need to stop being naive. Yeah. Honestly, Gentle checks her teen's phone. He gives me the phone willingly. Exactly. We even chat together on his group. He trusts me and I trust him. Yes, yes. Be honest with your kids. And yes, they're allowed to be inquisitive. Absolutely. Joe says, if I was a parent in today's world, I would be deeply concerned. Parents need to be aware of their kids. They need a good relationship with them. That is a good balance between friends and a parent. Yes. Yes. And I've got to tell you, now that my daughter is getting older, I'm finding that it is a lot easier to be like a bit more of a friend than it was before. So yeah. But yeah, you just got to communicate. That's all it is. You just got to communicate in real life, face to face. Like, she'll come and she'll sit with me for like an hour and tell me all the stuff that she's watched on TikTok and her favorite stuff that she's downloaded and how she enjoys this and why she likes that and all of that. And does it interest me? No. But it interests her. So I need to show some kind of enthusiasm towards it. Sometimes it's like pulling teeth, yes. But she's my kid and she's come to me and told me this because it's important to her. So I need to recognize that as well. Gentle's agreeing that times are different. Kids will always be kids. Parents have a right to also be involved, worried, and have a right to take away their toys. A stern hand, but loving arms. Oh, I love that. Stern hand, but loving arms. Parenting equals being involved in your child's life. Yes, exactly. Communication is key. Yep. Joe says his father did it right. He was a friend, but I know my limits. I respected him as a father and knew my boundaries, not just with him, but in life. I love him for it. That's so awesome to hear. Yeah, this is what I'm hoping to achieve lifelong with my children, because obviously I'd like for them to still like me when they leave home and like hopefully come back and visit me often and let me be involved in my grandbabies' lives. So yeah, I would not be the person I am today without his guidance and great parenting, says Joe. Yes. I think all of us can attest to that in some way, shape, or form, that we wouldn't be who we are if it weren't for our parents. So I wanted to move along to how we actually monitor our children. But before I do that, I actually just want to check how much bark does cost. Because I'm sure it's $9 a month, which if you convert it currently with the exchange rate is like what, 150 Rand a month or something. So I just wanted to see how much it costs. I think if you go start free trial, it'll probably tell you, holy shit, it's $14 a month or family, or $99 if paid annually. Wow. No. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not in this household. So, okay, so we monitor for free. And let me tell you how we achieve that. First of all, we have time limits on Wi-Fi access. That is more for creating good habits so that they go to bed at a good time, at a decent time. They don't stay up late because they're consumed in a TikTok rabbit hole. So yes, there's a time limit on the Wi-Fi that after a certain time at night, their devices no longer connect. Okay. Secondly, we have blocked certain URLs. So there was a problem with them spending too much time on Roblox and not enough time on actually doing schoolwork. And then there were huge fights about who got more time on Roblox and blah, blah, blah. So we actually just blocked Roblox. I was just like, if you can't control yourselves and get along and do this in a civilized manner and take turns properly and use it in a responsible way, you will not have it. You will not have that privilege. So there's that. I also have, hello Laura, welcome, welcome. Yes, all in moderation, time for devices, family time, etc. Exactly. Parenting is a huge responsibility, and from what I and others have seen on this channel, you're a super mom. Your kids are amazing. I can see they love you dearly and you love them. Thank you. Gentle plays Roblox when her kids go to bed. Joe says I'm doing a great job day by day. Well, as I keep saying, I also make it up as I go along. So, yeah. Laura's kids love Roblox and they're nagging her for Minecraft. Minecraft is pretty epic. I can't play it, but my kids really enjoy it and they enjoy showing me stuff that they build and stuff. So, yeah. I don't know. I say get it. But, yeah. My kids really enjoy it. Food Tycoon is the best on Roblox. No idea what that is, but okay. So anyway, the other thing we did install on the devices, but we haven't really used it that much, is Kaspersky Safe Kids. Because I'm using the free version, I don't have like massive amounts of access to what goes on. Basically, I get a report that tells me they spent so many hours on so many hours on applications, so many hours on browsing the internet, and there's another breakdown that completely escapes me right now. And so basically from that, I can see, okay, there's not really schoolwork. So I can like then go and check in with them and say, well, what have you been up to? What have you been doing? What's going on here? So yeah. And other than that, especially with the two younger ones, because they are so young, is we pretty much just try to have them within eye or earshot whenever they're using devices and make sure that they're not consuming content that is unsuitable or anything like that. So yeah, that's what we do. Now, at the moment, there is a major drive against pornography, which I'm going to deal with in a second. It's just Laura on her channel Femme Fatale is having a trivia night tonight, and it's 80s music. So please, if you haven't done so already, Joe, if you can you grab a link to Femme Fatale's channel so that people can go and subscribe? Linda van Rooyen's daughter plays Minecraft and watches every YouTube video about it. Yes. Oh my gosh. The YouTube videos. I do not know of any parent that doesn't make it up as they go along. Some give it their all, some try their best. Love, communication, respect, and trust are key. Yes, the four corners to a great relationship. Yes. Shanae's daughter is 18, has no social media accounts, and we have an agreement that I can go through her phone at any time to check everything is above board. We have an amazing relationship. Well, yes, this is the thing. And, I'm assuming that these parents that are installing these apps are actually pretty good parents. And, like, I don't know why they don't trust the relationship that they have with their kids. Like, this advert, the marketing is obviously really played on their fear. And that is why they believe they need it. And they believe that they need to hectically monitor their kids to this extent, which, I mean, it's just sad. I really think it's sad. Okay, no, cool. Yeah, everybody just go please subscribe to Femme Fatale, so at least you will be notified later tonight when the stream does start, which should be 9:15. So yeah, just give a sub, and yeah, then you won't miss trivia night. All right. So there's a major thing against pornography at the moment, and I'm not condoning pornography, okay? Like, I'm not saying that it's good or it's bad or anything like that. To be honest, I don't really have an opinion on the situation because it's not something that I consume. I'm not. So yeah, it's not a biggie for me. And because I'm a freedom extremist, and so long as you exercising your freedoms doesn't infringe on my freedoms, then, by all means, go ahead. For the most part, pornography is done consensually. And it's a form of entertainment that a lot of people enjoy. Who am I to knock that? However, there's a big drive at the moment saying that if people, if your kids just stumble across pornography like by accident, they're going to, that first time that they watch it is just going to scar them for life. And that's why you need all of this monitoring stuff on their phone. I have never heard such crap in my life. Okay. There are times that your children are going to see stuff that you're not ready for them to see. And they're not ready to see either. And if that happens, I hope that you've fostered such a relationship of trust with your kids that they will bring it to you and say, Mom, I don't know what happened, but this is open on my phone and I don't know what to do with it. Mom, please help. Or Dad. Sorry. Let's not be biased against the dads. They are parents too. Yeah. That's the best you can do. Because you know what? Let me tell you something. I can't tell you how many WhatsApp groups I've been in that have been infiltrated by people spreading pornography. And they'll just post something pornographic and quickly leave the group. And that could happen to your kids. And no monitoring software is going to stop it. Nothing is going to stop that. So the best thing we can do is just equip our kids, tell them that there's probably stuff out there that they're a little bit too young to see. And yeah, if anything comes across their timeline or their DMs or anything like that, they need to bring it to you so that you can handle it. I mean, if there's possible legal ramifications, you can, contact the relevant authorities, snort in South Africa, and just deal with it. But you don't need an app that's going to tell you when your child swears on a Facebook post. Or when they post All Lives Matter or Black Lives Matter or anything like that. Like, let them figure out who they are. Let them have their own opinions. Like, you don't need monitoring software. You really don't. Not to the level that Bark does it. I don't agree with Bark at all. People are talking about Minecraft. Yes, you need to have an open relationship with your kids. Your kids need to know they can come to you without fear of judgment or punishment. And that they can talk to you about things that they don't understand and that you're going to be honest with them about them. Educate them, it's key. Misha's back, welcome back. Or send them to Toto and he can educate them. On some things, maybe. Corlia and her son talk about anything. He's 20, he's an old soul, but me, well, I'm struggling to grow up. I wouldn't say that. Yeah, I've got to agree with Laura here. Not sure Totem would be the correct option on that. Joe has an unpopular opinion. Porn industry needs to be taken down. That industry supports some of the most horrible syndicates and human trafficking. Sorry to burst a bubble, but it's true. Yeah, not the whole thing. Has it become worse? Yes. Is the entire industry at fault? Are there really bad players in the entire industry? I'm not convinced, though. I'm really not convinced. And you know what? People have their kink, and you're never gonna get rid of it completely. You know, you can try, and then it'll just pop up again. And the thing is, the more you regulate or make something illegal, the deeper underground you're sending it. And then the more sinister it becomes. So, yeah, I don't agree with taking the entire industry down at all. Gentle has a wisdom drop. Remember, as much as we're learning, they're learning too. Learn with them as life goes on. Absolutely. Joe says that's like saying, oh, we must not take down the dark web because it's not all bad. My whole thing is, if you drive something underground, you're asking for trouble. And just by making something illegal, you're not going to get rid of it. So, yeah, it's a tough one. It is a tough one. I don't know what the answer is, but I do know that making it illegal is not the answer. It's not going to fix the problems. It's really not. Toten will help them with history. But that's all he'll help them with. Yeah, and he is naughty. But he's also a good-hearted naughty, so yeah. I think we were all educated by Joe's stream about the dark web, Gentle. Joe is saying, I did say it needs to. I have explored the options. It's like social media. It is here to stay. However, as a human species, we do need to find a way to combat these problems. Yeah, we do. And oh, you know what? Living through a pandemic and being locked in our fucking rooms isn't helping the matter either. And the fact that everybody's too shit scared to ask a girl out for fear of being accused of rape or sexual assault, because now words are sexual assault too. Yeah. Laura agrees with me, says it's like banning firearms and thinking the baddies will not get firearms too because they're illegal. Yes. Joe thinks the solution is complicated. However, there needs to be a solution. Yeah. Yeah, I think, in a lot of ways, if we could rather find better constructive ways to actually help people that might be a little bit broken, like, I think that's like a step forward. I don't know. What do you guys think? I really think that's a step forward, is, fixing broken people that don't know how to interact with other human beings. So be a fucking parent and don't put an app on your flippant child's phone and actually interact with them and find out what they're about. Gee, maybe we'll raise a whole new generation if we actually start interacting with them. Just a thought. I'm really worried about how much of our parenting we've outsourced to technology. I really am. Like when I had babies, you got audio monitors. So you could hear if your baby started crying when you were in the kitchen and they were having a nap in their bedroom. Now, and so what you did as a parent then is you would go in the room and you would check, are they sleeping soundly? Oh, it's so cute. Oh man, my baby's so beautiful. And you'd put a hand out and you'd feel them and you'd touch them, and they're sleeping and they're not necessarily aware that you're there and you're touching them. But trust me, their subconscious knows their mother is there or their father is there, touching them, caressing them, knowing, making sure that they're safe. Now, you get flippin' monitors that have cameras built in and you can watch your kid on your phone. Come on, guys. Come on. Honestly, go in the fucking room and check on your baby. You don't need a camera. No. Gentle sexually harasses her hubby. I do the same to my hubby, not yours. Joe says it's not a solution that only the people in power can solve. However, some of them let these things happen. I think at some point, I hope, humans will realize or come to a solution. Yeah. And for now, the best thing is to do is create awareness. Well, yeah. Isn't that what we do every day on our streams, Joe? Or try anyway. Share this with your parent friends. Please share this with your parent friends, especially any parent friends that might be considering putting these hectic monitoring things on their kids' phones. Laura doesn't know if she agrees on tracking your kid's phone. Two minds about it. She's in two minds about it. I would like to know they're safe, but also don't want to invade their privacy. I think tracking a phone for location purposes is a good thing, so that you know your kid is safe. You know that they're where they said they were going to be. It's what you do with that information. Like, okay, I know we don't live in the days where our kids walk home from school. Okay. But let's say we did live in a utopia and it was safe for our kids to walk home from school. And so you track their phone and then you notice that they stopped in a certain place for 5 or 10 minutes. Don't interrogate your kid when they get home and say, what were you doing here? Why didn't you come straight home? Blah, 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 blah. No, that like, don't abuse that knowledge. Just know that you have tracking on your kid's phone and, you know, they're saying goodbye to their friend, they've walked with a friend, they're saying goodbye to their friend, and they chat for 10 minutes outside the friend's gate. You know, just have tracking, but don't abuse it, if you know what I mean. You want to check up where your kid is, fine. You want to make sure that they are where they say they were going to be because you have a gut instinct that maybe they're going out to a club. Yeah. Corlia's agreeing with me about the cameras, not checking. Yeah, I think, you know, we've just become so dependent on the fact that we have tech in our lives that whatever it can make in our life easier, that's what we do, you know. And I'm sorry, but like nothing beats that feeling as a parent when you walk into your baby's room and you watch your sleeping baby and you listen to their breath and you might put their hand under the blanket because you're worried they're getting cold. Nothing can replace that physical contact, both for you and for the child. If you want to start fostering true bonds with your children, you need to make sure that it's not with one of these in between you. And that starts from babyhood. And yes, my phone just dropped on the floor. Luckily it's carpeted, so I haven't smashed my screen. Laura agrees with me on the location tracking. It's a matter of abusing it. Yeah, don't abuse it. But I wouldn't have a tracking program on their phone without them knowing about it. Yeah, like my kids know that we use Kaspersky, and Kaspersky does have location tracker on the phone. I actually had to turn it off because it was, you know, it's not accurate. So if they were in the garden, then it would jump that it was outside the garden and in the middle of the street. And so then I'd get an alarm saying that they're out of bounds. And I was like, like it's not accurate. So that was quite annoying. So I did have to turn it off because of that. But yeah, if they had been in the position that they were going out and visiting, or, you know, going to Goldrich City, or I don't know, anywhere where they might like just walk around with just their kids, their friends, I would have turned it back on. So yeah. Well, yes, exactly. It's on the floor now and it can't annoy me anymore. Joe is saying he was just explaining why I do not like or agree with the porn industry. Once you look behind the lube, dildos, and fake moans, it's an extremely scary and horrible world. Yeah, look, I feel icky when I think about the porn industry. Okay? I don't think it needs any more attention than I've already given it, if I'm really honest. Yeah, and like Gentle says, it's fake. It's fake. So, yeah. Y'all were expecting an F-bomb in the phone. Sorry to disappoint. So sorry. No F-bombs today. Or maybe I have. Oh yeah, I did tell you to fucking parent your kids. Hey, yeah. Okay. Never mind. Corlia had to go to work less than a month after having her son. Oh, fuck. She worked long hours and would hold him at 10 p.m. when I got home. That was the most special ever. He was aware I was there. Exactly. Nothing can replace actual physical contact for bonding. Please do not monitor your children through the ends of devices when you're in the same fucking house. And Gentle's gonna make me cry. Gentle's getting me in the feels today. Hold your kids. When you lose a kid, it's the worst feeling on earth. And yes. And each child has its own smell. Yep. They do. Oh, Gentle. Love you too, my friend. Just Paul to come in with an inappropriate joke just to make us laugh. How often do you host those smelly kids off? Oh, Joe, leave her alone. Yo, I can normally get through a stream without doing this. Anyway, Corley has also got tears in her eyes. She misses it and unfortunately has regrets from her past trying to work through it. Yeah, look, we all have dark and twisty pasts. I think all of us have stumbled across each other on this platform we call YouTube, and we have like things in common that we don't even realize we have things in common. We just like realized, hey, I think that might be a soul sister. And yeah, it's been quite amazing, this lockdown and YouTube journey. Steve says maybe a vaccine will allow for more accurate tracking. Ain't getting that. Paul says we should put our kids in the garden and get the high pressure hose out. Okay. And Joe just hugged his favorite cat Gandalf because he couldn't hug me, which is really cool. No, Gentle, please don't apologize. Like sometimes it can be I'll be fine, absolutely fine, and it'll just like come out of the blue. I think as a lost mama yourself, you get that. So please don't apologize. Corlia doesn't think she's ever cried on a YouTube stream. I'm so sorry. I'll get my shit together. FF App says, Joe Emilio, you're hugging cats. I'm guessing you made Eleutheria cry. Oh, FF App, you need to FF with your hatred for cats. Guys, I know who FF App is, okay? It's not a troll, I promise. Joe Emilio's fur babies all smell different too, yes. Laura says, we all have regrets. It doesn't help us to look backwards. We're not going that way. Have you ever seen a river run in reverse? Exactly. I'm sorry, Gentle. I don't want to make you cry as well. Cats are fur babies. Yes, they are. If only you were a good enough shot, eh? Shame, let me not be ugly. I actually don't know how good of a shot you are, because it's been a while. Radio. I'm okay, guys. I'm not crying. I just Gentle just got me in the feels. That's all. She got me full on in the feels. That's all. It is nearly 5 o'clock though, and I think I covered everything with you guys. Connect with your children. That's all they need. That's all the monitoring they need is. Yeah, they'll come to you if they come across something that they don't understand or might be something tricky on the internet, have faith in that. Have faith that you have raised a decent human being that trusts you and is going to come to you with these sort of things. I don't want to give away too much before the video with the drunk questionnaire is released. I came out with some really good one-liners or sound bites or whatever, and I don't want to premiere them now before he has a chance to release the video. So I've really tried to stay away from a lot of the really juicy stuff that we got into. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know the experience that I had with my daughter when I asked her how would she feel if I did this. And her immediate anxious response, because with teenagers, everything is 100 times more emotional than what we experience it as. And yeah, it was a bit mind-boggling. So yeah, she didn't agree to doing the stream with me. But maybe one day we'll get to sit down and have a conversation about it. So yeah. Ooh, Laura's going shooting tomorrow, you lucky cow. Gently made me cry. Thank you, Gentle. Yeah, I did. I hope the message gets out there, and please, just share it with your friends. Let them know they don't need this cuck. You don't need to pay $14 a month for this level of privacy invasion. And also, I don't trust what these tech companies do with the information as well. I mean, if they have that level of access to your phone, I bet you that this does not work on iPhones, because iPhone actually respects people's privacy. So I bet you this isn't available for iPhone. Just saying. Prove me wrong, but I think it's not available for iPhone because it's super cringe. What an invasion of privacy it is. So yeah. Joe says, in closing, you are a fantastic mom. That also goes for Gentle Inflatables, Laura, Corlia, and all the moms in the chats. Love your kids. Love them with all your hearts. Thank you, Joe. Now you're going to make me cry. So I'm moving along to Paul's comment because he'll probably make me laugh. Hopefully they let you shoot something better than a toy. Paul? Laura says she's definitely going to. I'm not sure if that's to take a video or shoot something better than a toy gun, but yeah, there we go. Corlia worked long hours for shit bosses. What has that done for me? Sweet blow all, too little time with my boy. Life is hard. And I sure you'd swear like my period's due or something. I'm so flippin' emotional. It's no good to have regrets over something you cannot change. However, I think you're probably in a position now that you can have a better relationship with your son. So, yeah, I wouldn't beat yourself up too much about it. Yeah, sometimes life is hard and we have to make hard choices. And I never for 1 minute take for granted the fact that I'm privileged to be home with my children. It's hard freaking work, but yeah, it's a privilege. Okay, Laura's bragging about all she's going to shoot tomorrow. And Gentle's going to put an app on hubby's phone. Oh gosh, that would be funny. Yeah. Laura says exactly, Beth. We do what we have to do in order to survive and give our kids what they need. Yeah, it's hard. It really is hard, and it's like, yeah, you know, like you cling to your job because otherwise, how are you going to pay the bills and put your kid through school? And yeah, it's, you know, Corlia, just don't beat yourself up. What is, and you can make it better now. That's it. FF app says they wish someone would put an app on their phone to see the stupid they have to deal with daily and cry themselves to sleep. Are you feeling a bit sorry for yourself, FF app? Because of the stupid. Yeah. Mr. Punisher's joining late just as I'm about to sign off. And Laura says stupidity and lack of logic drives her bonkers. Yeah. It's a worldwide pandemic. That's the true pandemic. Is stupidity. That's what's going to kill us all. Oh, no, wait, it hasn't yet. It's not going to. Oh, well. Anyway. All right, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. I will catch you later tonight on Laura's 80s music trivia stream tonight. I'm going to try not answer the questions because apparently I won last week, which is horrifying. Like I didn't even mean to play, and then I ended up winning. And then when I realized I was winning, I was like, okay, now I'm going to kick your fucking asses. And yeah, so that just brought out a really horrible side of me, which I'm not proud of. But anyway, yeah, see your trivia tonight on Femme Fatale. Such a sad stream, but a happy sad. I'm glad it's a happy sad. I'm sorry for bringing you people all down. I'm just an emotional woman today. What more can I say? Sometimes more chlorine is needed in the gene pool. Yeah, some of the questions are 2 points or 1 point or whatever. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Yes, I'm going to give all the wrong answers tonight just to throw everybody off. So whatever I say in the chat, don't think it's right. I might be messing with you. Just saying. So remember, everybody, it's a jungle out there. Don't wear a mask if you don't have to. This has been Eleutheria, enlightening South Africa through liberty. Take care, be kind, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.